Sephiroth. I feel like
Sephiroth.
Snaggletooth Tiger. Yeah. So again, well, like should the gloating start from me? I feel like this is definitely half a point. I did say Smash character would get revealed.
No, you were very specific about which Smash character, and the fact that there's so many Smash characters constantly being revealed.
It was also the low-hanging fruit of the announcements
Super
that we had last week. It's like, well, one is Elden Ring, which didn't happen, and the second is a Smash announcement. So, yeah. Hey, I'll give you
I'll take it.
A quarter of a point.
2% of a full
2%. Wow, okay, that's a little less generous than I am. Okay, let's just meet halfway between 2%. No, wait, I said a quarter. That's 2% is like even less than that.
Way less.
Way less.
So yeah, we had the announcement. It, we'll probably touch on it next week, but it did make me laugh at a lot of the people in the Smash community which were hating on Nintendo, but then watched this trailer and we're getting super amped up and hyped about this character. It was just interesting, very interesting to me. So
what I find interesting is again, God, I'm so cynical, is when people get hyped about something like that. Like, you have to be so invested in a particular thing to be hyped by something like this.
Well, I think you being hyped by Silicon, which is like just graphics cards. I'm not sure if you can judge anyone.
I wasn't hyped.
Dude, you were hyped. You were sending us messages 24/7.
Mike, this announcement was not for you. I'm just going to put it out there.
I know that.
It wasn't for you.
Even though I'm a huge Final Fantasy 7 fan, specifically 7.
So just to give the context here, so we've had the first Fighter Pass, which had 5 characters. We had the bonus character of Piranha Plant if you got the game early. And then we've got the final, quote-unquote final, Fighter Pass 2, which is going to have 6 characters. And this is the 3rd character so far in this Fighter Pass.
Right.
I think this Fighter Pass so far, just trying to think about Fighter Pass 1. They've both been pretty good, haven't they, Swinny? Like, when you think about, the fan reaction to the Fighter Passes.
Yeah,
Steve is massive.
Yeah, they're all great. What can I say? I'm not an ARMS fan, but even there was a lot of people pumped for ARMS as well. So it's this. Everyone had Sephiroth had always been one of those fan picks that you just I don't think it's going to happen just for various reasons. But they nailed this trailer.
Oh, the trailer was just absolutely amazing.
It was the biggest love letter to Advent Children. It's crazy how much it was essentially all the dialogue, like the fight scenes, the weapon that he has at the end, and the fact that he's wearing the costume in there throughout the whole thing as well. And it's weird because Advent Children is this kind of thing that is a lot of people love. I remember when I saw it as, when it first came out, I liked it, but I wouldn't say I loved it. But it's almost like grew this cult following now.
Was that the PSP version? Sorry,
no. Advent Children is the film.
The film. What am I saying?
Yeah,
the film
sequel. So, which kind of it jumped the shark in terms of a lot of it, but a lot of people love it, and I thought it was all right. But
we're talking about
a big love letter to it.
We're talking about lovers of it. Sakurai is a known absolute lover of the Advent Children film. Like, he loves that film so much.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's to the point where they made a Cloud Amiibo. Just getting back to Amiibo. They made the Cloud Amiibo, the regular costume, and then the Advent Children costume. There's 2 Cloud Amiibos. So I wouldn't even be shocked if they do that here as well. So, yeah, look, I think this is really cool. And I was really excited as well. I don't know about you, Swinny, because I really didn't like last time when they announced the character. And then it's like, oh, and the character's coming, what was it, like a month later or something like that?
Was that with Minion? Longer. I think it was longer than a month.
It just seemed like forever. It was like really... It just made me realize I don't want that. I want them to go, here it is. Like, this is what the character is. And then shortly, let's tell you more. So that's going to be next week. So the 18th of December for us. So that's like the Friday. And then we don't know when the character's actually going to come out, but they did say it's December 2020. And I feel like that's good timing. I don't know about you, Swinny, as the fellow Smash player here.
Oh, I mean, the sooner the better. Like, what can I say? I'm keen to get back into playing Smash as well. And when they show off his that video next week, we'll do a deep dive on it. But honestly, as a Byleth main, this character seems right up my alley because it's basically it's like Byleth with a gimmick plus a counter. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's got projectiles and swordy and counter. So I actually was watching it and I'm thinking, I really feel, because Sakurai loves this character. And I don't, people would argue maybe Joker is the first character that is really like blowing the meta up a little bit, but I don't think it's as extreme as what people are saying. But I really feel like this character has a real chance of just being so overpowered just because Sakurai loves it. It's a new character and it's got so many tools and weapons.
It looks like, it might have a comeback mechanic as well, similar to Arsene. We don't know the full details yet. And if that's the case, then yeah, this character could be a lot of fun to play. So I'm super keen to watch it next week and we'll do a good dive on it.
Yeah, I actually, because I'm probably just going to watch it live. So maybe I'll record something. I don't know. What do you reckon?
I don't know. You asked me live on the air. I don't know.
I could do them by myself in a really sad way if you want me to.
Hey, people do reaction videos by themselves. It's just usually got a Twitch chat to join them on.
Maybe I'll have to do that.
Maybe you can do it and I'll jump into Twitch chat and I'll just keep doing like Pog.
Poggers. People have commented on our thing, Poggers. And I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was.
What's Poggers?
Oh, so you're too old, dude. You're out of it.
I am totally out of it.
The other thing that was announced, not as part of the Game Awards, but on the side of the Game Awards, that the 3 Amiibo that were already announced, so the Banjo, Kazooie, Terry, and Byleth Amiibo, unfortunately just the male Byleth, terrible. They should have the female one as well. That because I pre-ordered those, and the due date was like December 2021, and I'm like, you know what, it's possible that it could be that late. But now they've announced when the actual Amiibo are coming out. It's going to be March 26th, which is also around Monster Hunter Rise, which we'll cover shortly. So I'm going to have like a bunch of Amiibo coming around that day. It's quite sad, isn't it?
No, each to their own, man. Some people collect Amiibos. Other people collect Lego. Other people collect dead bodies in their basement.
I want you to do custom like Amiibo videos so that you can draw some people to our channel. That's what
and also what this means is that you're going to have a Sephiroth Amiibo, which is going to be pretty cool, I reckon. That's going to be really popular.
That would look kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, the Joker Amiibo is really, really popular. So I think and Cloud was hugely popular when it came out as well. So no, this is really cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing Sakurai play, 2 controllers. Have you seen these? Oh, by the way, Mike, have you seen any of these videos? Because there's one thing that you need to see.
I don't even know what Sakurai or who Sakurai is.
So he's the game director for Smash Brothers. He was the one who started it from the start. Came up with the concepts for Smash Brothers.
And he technically doesn't work for Nintendo.
Smash Brothers? What?
He doesn't work for Nintendo.
He definitely doesn't work for Nintendo. Yeah. It's kind of an interesting thing. It's just he works for a 2-person company, him and his wife. Then they work with companies like Bandai Namco and Nintendo to make Smash Brothers. Really crazy setup. But one feature, and maybe I'll send you a link, Mike. One feature of his videos, he actually plays both characters on the screen using 2 controllers with 2 hands. Wow. Yeah. And he's even done it before with 4 controllers. Do you remember that, Swinny?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, he's actually, if you watch the gameplay, you wouldn't actually know that it's just one person doing it. It's crazy. It's like really weird.
See this.
He's also a meme machine. Like he has amazing comic timing. It's just great. I love it.
Yeah, it's like, given that you got translation involved, all this other kind of stuff, and I laugh out loud, listen to what he says. It's so funny. And he does, like, just talking about the meme stuff, it's like even just random stuff, Mike. Like, he was talking about the Fire Emblem series, and he's like, look, there's like 17 Fire Emblem games. There's too many to count on 2 hands, but wait, I've got a better way to count. I count in binary. And then he started counting in binary on his hands. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? Like, it's just great. He's just a weird cat. I love him. He's just, yeah. And he's always on the verge of retiring from Smash Brothers. Like, every game is his last game that he's going to make. Smash Brothers. Although I have to say, this one being Smash Ultimate, there's probably half a chance it actually is the last one. And let's jump into the rest of the Game Awards videos and sort of announcements before we get into our final predictions.